Hello and welcome to Non-Inkables. It took me a second, but I finally think I figured out this whole setup thing. So hopefully the sound is working and I don't have to do a voiceover later. Although I did not set up well to find my little opener-y thingy. My desk is a mess. Okay, anyways, in the meantime, since I can't find it, I'm just gonna use the knitting needle. Ignore to open. So I got these, I bought 2 boxes of the Chinese Lorcana cards, which I am very excited about because I'm Chinese, so obviously very exciting. So these are the 2 versions. This is the slim version and this is the regular version. The slim version has 5 cards per pack. And so there's not a guarantee that you're going to get a rare or above card with each pack, but there is a guarantee that you're going to get 1 cold foil card per pack. So if you're trying to just get lots of cold foils, I would say this is the pack to get. And if you're trying to get rare cards, then this is the pack to get. The prices are a little bit different. So let me see. So I bought these from a store called Poke Unlimited. So this box right here was $63. I don't know why I'm showing it up to the camera, and there's this camera that's much bigger. So this box here was $63. And then this box is $46. So this box, it's just called like first chapter, standard booster, box, and it has 10 packs per box and there's 12 cards per pack. So the packs are very similar to the packs that we get in our boxes, although there's only 10 in here versus the 24 that you would get in a normal booster box. And then each case has 20 of these boxes. I did think about buying a case, but then that's quite expensive. So I figured I would just get these to kind of like satiate my want of having Lorcana cards that are in Chinese, and then eventually, hopefully this year, I'll go to China and just buy them there and it'll be way cheaper. So recap, this is most similar to this is my English booster box. So each pack has 12 cards. This one only has 10, whereas this has 24. And then this one is what they call slim. And so this is only 40. This is only $46. However, you don't, there's like a 50% chance that you'll get a rare and above. And the Japanese cards, I believe, are similar, like in terms of how they're divided. I bought these from a store called Poke Unlimited. They shipped from, I want to say somewhere like in Florida. And then you can also buy them on eBay. I think that the prices are similar on eBay. And like, for example, this store, if you bought a certain amount, I think more than like 20, you would get like a discount, which did make me kind of want to buy more to get the discount. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to be spending like $1,000 for a lot fewer cards. And like the discount was like 3% off. So it was not worth it. So yeah, I'm very excited to open these cards. I have to preface, so I was born in China, but I moved to America when I was 4, and I did go to Chinese school until the end of high school, but I haven't really, I would say, kept up. So I speak Chinese to my parents and like to my relatives in China, so everyone else is still in China. And then sometimes to my friends who speak Chinese, but I would say majority of the time I speak English. And I've been doing a little bit of Duolingo to try to keep up. Every once in a while, I'll like find some TV show I like and then just watch it with like subtitles. So I would say my Chinese is, so this may be just an awkward video of how bad I am at Chinese, but I'm very excited to open these cards. So I think I will open these ones first. So let's get started. Okay, all right, let's do this. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh, look at that. It's like a little, hold on, let me just do this so it looks nice. Oh, geez. Okay. Thought I broke it for a sec. It's like a little door that opens. I wonder if like, why are there holes here? Is it so you can like hang something? I don't understand. I mean, these do come off. It's perforated here. So I'm wondering if it's like you're supposed to, here, we'll just rip along the perforation. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh, I think I ripped the pretty part. And bend it a couple more times. I wonder if, oh yeah, I totally ripped the pretty part. I wonder if like you poke a hole and then you can like maybe hang it up or something. That's interesting. Okay. So we'll just take these off. Maybe there'll be decoration for the studio. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm struggling because I don't want to rip. I don't want to rip it, but I don't have scissors up here. Okay. Ta-da! All right, and then, ooh, these do feel very thin because they only have 5 cards. And then it kind of explains on the back of them, like your likelihood of getting the cards. I feel like there's a lot more space in terms of where the cards are. I do like that they have this little notch up here to help you open the cards, because I do get worried sometimes when I'm opening the American or English cards, I guess, that I'm gonna like bend the card while I'm trying to open it. So let's do it. First one. Okay, well, that didn't rip as nicely as I thought it would, but that's probably a user error, not their fault. Okay, so we have Tinkerbell. Her Chinese name is Xiao Ding Dang, which is cute. Ooh, I didn't know this. Okay, no, this makes sense. So my last name is Pan, which, you know, I'm always like, oh, it's Pan like Peter Pan. And I think my dad said when he was taking Chinese in China, his English teacher was like, oh, you have to pick a first name that is the same first letter as your last name. And so his teacher was like, oh, you should be Peter Pan. And then my dad was like, let me look this up. And then, but it makes sense that it says like Pan's Good Helper, which is what the English version also says, but that it's the same word as my last name. So now I really need a Peter Pan card. Yeah. And then I do like, so it has ZH for China, I guess. Would that be Zong? Zhongguo is China in Chinese, but what is the H for? I don't know. I'm going to have to look this up. So let's just do it. We got Tinkerbell. I feel like I need to like hold it up here or something, or like zoom. We've got Aladdin, or also known as Aladdin, Maleficent, Mei Po. So Po is like technically like grandma on your mom's side, or Hei Po. Oh man, my Chinese. So it's like black, evil grandmother. We have Lilo, which is Lilo, which I think is just phonetic, and then ooh, a one jump ahead. Foil. The foiling looks different. This is like, okay, I gotta, maybe they're like hot foil or something. Let me pull out the American or English version so that we can compare. Okay, so let's do a little side by side, because I feel like this is the interesting part, right? Like, yeah, they're in Chinese, but like it looks different. Okay, so this is my English one. Here, I'll even take it out of the sleeve so that we can compare for realsies. So English versus Chinese. So I would say that the English one, the foiling is like less shiny, and it seems like the foiling on the Chinese one is finer, like there's more little dots on the English one, whereas the Chinese one is like smoother. So interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So that is the first pack. I hope I get an enchanted, because that's kind of what I want to see. Okay, let me put this back in, and then we will continue with our pack opening. Man, I need to practice my Chinese, guys. I feel deficient. Oh, and I'm trying to like open it like the American one when there's an easy pull tab on these. Okay. So I'm going to keep my foil separate. So like for this one, my last card, which was a foil, was a uncommon. And the rest were all common. So no rare in that pack. All right, we have Peter Pan. So Pan, that's my last name. And then P the, which makes sense, Chinese name. We have 合作, work together. This does make me want to watch, ooh, look, the non-foil version. This does make me want to watch a lot of these movies in Chinese. So I can just like learn the Chinese names of everything. I do remember when we first started playing Lorcana last year, I saw I think Brian found it. It was like a LinkedIn job posting for a Chinese translator. And then we have Aladdin. So, and I was like, oh, should I apply for this? And I was like, oh, one, my Chinese is not that good, first of all. I would say my Chinese is probably like the level of a elementary school child. One, my Chinese not, oh, look how nicely that one opened. My Chinese is not that good. Two, I don't know any TCG terms in Chinese. And so I don't think I would be a good fit, but it would be cool. And I'm looking in here. I see Maleficents and I see Elsa's. I think but I don't see any packs that are Brave Little Tailor. So they must only be Elsa's or Maleficents in the slim box. Okay, so we have Simba, whose Chinese name is it? I don't actually, I'm not sure what that word is. I'm guessing it's Siba, but Xingba? No, Xingba. That makes sense. Okay, my Chinese is like slowly coming back to me. Xingba, and then we have Minnie Mouse, who is Mi. We have Rapunzel, who is Lei Feng or Yue Feng. So this Chinese word has two pronunciations, and I'm not sure which one it is. And then we have Hu Ke, so that's hook, 船长, captain. And then for our foil, we have the Duke of Wesselton. There's a lot of words in here I don't know. I'm guessing these last part, gong, whatever, is the Duke. And then I feel like I'm back in Chinese school, and when I didn't know the word, I would just go something, something. So it's like something, zhen, gong, something. Yeah. Man, guys. Oh, this is embarrassing. Chinese is not good. So embarrassing. Okay. I think people have also commented that these cards feel thicker than the English cards, and they definitely do, because I do, oh my goodness, my puppy. I do have French cards, and they feel the same, but these definitely feel different in texture. We have Isma, aka Yzma, Peter Pan again. We have Elsa, who is Asa, I think. And then we have Marshmallow, who is just 棉花糖, which is just marshmallow in Chinese. And then we have a foil, Starkey, and his Chinese name is 石大可. Okay, let's continue. Oh my gosh, it's like muscle memory that I keep trying to open these like they're the American packs. And they are not. Okay, so this one is Control Your Temper, and the Chinese is 改改你的臭脾气, which almost sounds like, which is like change your stinky attitude, basically. Which, I mean, I feel like because my Chinese is pretty basic, and like I didn't really learn curse words or anything, it almost feels like a, when you say like, oh shoot, like that kind of level of curse word, like your stinky attitude. And then we've got Simba. So we've yet to get a rare card. We have Tigger, and his Chinese name is Tiao Tiao Hu. So Hu means tiger, and Tiao Tiao is just jump twice. And then it just says, his name is literally Jump Jump Tiger, and then the little phrase underneath is like the best at jumping, which I think is so cute. And this is like, if it's not Baroque, it's direct translation. And then our foil is Meg, whose Chinese name is Mir. And ours kind of like can be used kind of in terms of endearment. Because Mir does not sound like Meg at all. All right, we have, what is this one? Vicious Betrayal. 恶毒的背叛, so basically a literal translation. And then Beast Mirror, literal translation. Rafiki, La Fei Qi. That doesn't really sound like Rafiki though. Zeus, I don't want to guess. I think it's Sun. I don't know. I don't want to guess and get it wrong because I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Anyways, next. And then we have a foil, Tinkerbell. Xiao Ding Dang. Xiao Ting Dang? I think it's Xiao Ding Dang. Okay. So far, that Zeus card is the only rare we've had, I think. Oh, and then also, I guess, if it's not Baroque is also rare. So 2 rares so far. Maybe I should keep those separate. Just so we can kind of get an idea of, like, what the amounts of everything are. Oh, we have the super rare. I forgot Marshmallow is a super rare since he's not played. Oh, we've gotten more rares than I thought. Okay, I take that all back. There's more rarity in these cards than I thought. But at least this way, because I think the Japanese cards are probably the same in terms of rarity and all that stuff. And so I know most people are interested in the Japanese cards because I feel like their marketing is better, like as a country. And so maybe this will help inform you. Okay. Dinglehopper, which is Ding Lei Dang. No, I'm not sure about that last word. Something. We have another Elsa. We have Tangle. And the Chinese is like tangled by magic. And then we have Coconut Basket, which is literal translation. And then we have a foil Simba. Okay. And then we have some rares. Super rares. Wow. I'm having so much fun. I feel like I'm connecting with my roots, guys. If this is what's going to make my Chinese better, then let's do it. This is Jafar or Jifang. I think it's Jifang. I feel like I need to like Google Translate all this. This is Sergeant Tibbs, and it's Tibusi Zongsi. I think Zongsi is Sergeant Tibusi. So Tibbs is Tibusi. We've got Mickey Mouse, which is Mickey Mouse's Chinese name is Miqi. Then we've got Tamatoa, and his name in Chinese is Pang Xie Guai, which is literally like crab weirdo. Or guai can also be like monster, so like crab monster, which is so cute. And then his little thing is just like saying it's just like one little crab. And then we have a foil Elsa. Okay, not the enchanted Elsa I'm looking for, because that would be awesome if I could get an enchanted Chinese Elsa. I saw that they were selling them at LCQ in Chinese. Thought about it. It was like $1,000, and I was like, no, I don't care that much. Also, because I knew I was gonna buy cards, and I'm always like, I feel like I'm more the gambling type. I'm like, what if I get lucky? What is this one? Stolen scimitar in English. So 偷的弯刀, so it's like stolen curvy knife. I feel like Chinese is very literal, and a lot of times like red blood cells in medicine are called erythrocytes. In Chinese, they're just red blood cells for everything. This is Donald Duck, which Chinese, this is like a name for some reason. I think Donald Duck is pretty popular in China. And so his name I've always known, which is Tang Lao Ya. So I think the Tang is supposed to sound like Donald, like Dong, kind of. Tang, which is like a dynasty, like the Tang dynasty is Tang. Lao is old, and Ya is duck. We've got Donald Duck. We have another Donald Duck. We've got this one, which is Steal from the Rich. And I don't know this first word, but the second word is Fu, which is like rich, I think, or like the chest where you store the riches. And then we have Cut to the Chase. 直取目标. You hear the question mark in my voice? I think that's what that word is, but I don't know. Oh man. I feel like I'm a disgrace to my race. I gotta practice my Chinese. Okay, we have Stitch, who is Chinese name is 石油起. That doesn't sound right. What is 石壁起? Nope. I don't think that's right. Si something Qi. We've got Prince Eric. So Eric in Chinese is apparently 雅力克, and then 王子, which is prince. Another Mickey Mouse. Got Genie, who is 精灵. And then we've got a break. I don't know what that word is. That one is lan. 衰烂, 破烂. I don't know. I'm not sure which. I should have like my parents on or something so they can read the Chinese. And then they'll be like, wow, you really did not keep up with your Chinese. And I'm like, sorry, guys. I mean, I did try to take Chinese in college as my foreign language. And then in my first class, the teacher told me I was pronouncing my own name incorrectly because she wanted me to use like a Beijing accent. And we're not from there, so I don't roll my R's at the end. And then she also said we're going to learn traditional, which is not what I learned. And I was like, F this, I'm not doing it. And so I switched into Italian. Okay, so this is Sebastian, and his Chinese name is Siba Qiding. Sort of similar, I guess. We have another Captain Hook. We've got Abu, whose Chinese name is Abu, which is very close. Another Donald Duck, and a foil Captain Hook. That's sometimes playable. I remember he was very popular when Smee first came out. I think like set 3. All right, moving on. We have Horace. I don't know that first word. Something Li Qi, I think. Hakuna Matata, which is in Chinese Hakuna Matata. It just sounds like I'm saying it with a Chinese accent. We have Hercules, which is Hai Luo Li Qi. There's a lot of like Li Qi for like Li's, like Hercules. It's Li Qi at the end. Maybe Hai Ge Li Qi. We've got 那个也是我的, that beast is mine, literal translation, and a foil, steal from the rich. Okay, these foils do look very nice. They look very polished. It's almost like, I don't know, you know, like PC versus Apple before, how like Apple had like that look. It's kind of like that. Okay, sudden chill, 一般寒气, which I think translates to like regular chill, or 一般寒气, I guess that is sudden chill, my bad. We have the goons, which is, I don't know what that second word is, but the first word is 笨, which means stupid. 笨懦弱, nope, is that it? Maybe? They're stupid somethings. That's interesting. We have Pascal, which is 爬起考. We've got, I've been putting the commons in the not common pile. Failure. Okay, let me move these real quick. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of them. Okay, put these, oh my gosh. So much trash. Okay, we have Let It Go, which is 随他吧. 随他吧, which is like, I would say, I don't know if that's a direct translation of Let It Go, because 随他吧 is like that is something that I would use, where like if you're like trying to convince somebody of something and then they like don't want to do it and you just give them, you're like, okay, whatever, let them do whatever. That's what I would translate this to. 随他吧, which is like as they want, kind of. I don't know if that's directly Let It Go. And then we have Timon, who is Dingman. That doesn't sound like Timon. Man, now I really want to watch all these movies in Chinese. I would say my understanding and my speaking is so much better than my reading. My reading is like the worst, rivaled only by my poor writing skills. But like now when you want to text in Chinese, you can, one, dictate it. You can also use pinyin, which is like the phonetic system, which is not characters. And so I feel like those are cheats that I've been relying on. All right, so we've got Meg. We've got Philoctetes, which is 菲洛克 something qi. I don't know that word. I've never seen that word before. We've got Christoph, which is 卡其豆腐. Nope, not tofu. Tofu. 卡其豆腐. Christoph. The Scepter of Arendelle, so Alun Dyer, and then whatever scepter is in Chinese. Gaston is 加奇灯, maybe? And it's a foil. So I would say overall, the cards are very exciting because they're novel, and I do like reading the Chinese, and I will go back, I think, and read all the little words in Chinese, like what evasive is, what bodyguard is, blah, 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 and practice my Chinese that way. But I do feel like this, because there's only 5 cards per pack, it's like pretty not exciting because most of the cards are commons that you don't play. We've got Timon. We've got Goofy, who is Gao Fei, which means high flying, as his name. So it makes sense that he's flying here. And then his little phrase underneath is 天不怕地不怕. So let me see what the actual like English version of this is. So in the English version, he is Goofy Daredevil, right? So Daredevil. And then the literal Chinese translation is not afraid of the sky, not afraid of the earth, which I think is maybe a little more poetic. That's a card I definitely like. I think it's funny. That's 天不怕地不怕. Kronk is 高感. No? 高丽. Oh, man. I think it's 高港, which doesn't sound like Kronk. Some of these Chinese translations, it's either that I can't read, which is highly probable, or the translations are not good. And then we have 魔镜, which is magic mirror, and then a foil wardrobe, and her Chinese name is 衣服婶婶, which is like it's basically like wardrobe auntie, which that's kind of cute. She's wardrobe auntie because she's such an auntie. Okay, let's see. Moving on. This is either Flotsam or Jetsam. I don't remember which one. I think it's Jetsam because I think this word is 解散, which sounds closer to Jetsam. Oh, you know what's interesting? Let me just double check with the Goofy. So it says so I think this is an evasive card. Yeah. So the word they use for evasive here is 灵活, which to me means like agile or like agile, which is interesting because that's not a direct translation of evasive. I don't know what a direct translation would be, but yeah, it's interesting. 灵活. We have Aurora, who is 奥罗拉, which makes sense because traditionally I would say the hard R does not exist in Chinese. So Chinese people cannot say the R sound. It's like very difficult. So for example, we have a family friend who's made his English name Lawrence and no one can pronounce it. So he's Lawrence because we can't do the R's. So Aurora, which is a lot of R's, very difficult to pronounce, is just 奥罗拉. So they just made the R's into L's because they're the same. So I think when you listen to Chinese people with accents speak in English, a lot of times the R's do sound like L's. And then we have Dr. Facilier's cards. And I don't know, like, it's something 博士. 博士 is doctor, but I don't know what that word. And then it says his cards. And then we have Scar, whose Chinese name is Dao something. Dao means knife and does not sound like scar. So it's probably like the Chinese word for scar, which I don't know what that is either. Man, this is just revealing big old gaps in my Chinese knowledge. I thought my Chinese was pretty fluent, but turns out it isn't. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to need to work on that. All right, so we've got Mr. Smee. So his Chinese name is Simi, which is Smee. Xianzhen, which is Minister. We've got Maleficent. We've got Elsa. Those are all names. This is Eye of the Fates, so 命运之眼, which is basically Eye of the Fates, although it does have that like vibe. So there's a lot of Chinese sayings that are like 4 words, and they'll be 4 words, but they like have a lot of meaning behind them. So a very common example that a lot of people know is 对牛弹琴. So literally translate means playing piano to a cow, but it's 4 words, right? But it basically means like you're barking up the wrong tree to the wrong audience. So there's like a lot of those sayings in Chinese, and I feel like the better you are at Chinese, the more of the sayings you know. So I know like maybe 5. But this, because it's 4 words, gives off those like educated vibes to me. Okay, and then we have a foil Mickey. Steamboat Pilot. All right. So another wardrobe. Pongo. I think this is Panga. And Ge means older brother. But I think it's just phonetic translation. This is magic flower, magic golden flower. And so it's 金色鲜花. So 金色 means golden, gold color basically. And then 鲜花, 鲜 is like, I guess in this context would be magic, but is like in Chinese, there are 仙女, which are like girls that live with the gods. And so almost like a fairy, I wouldn't say witch because they're like canonically very beautiful and young and not necessarily have powers. They just live with the gods. Okay, so 金色鲜花, and then we have Philip, Prince Philip. So 菲利王子, 王子 is prince, so 菲利 is Philip in Chinese. And then we have Sven. His name is, I really need to learn this word because it's in everything. I think it's 齐德, which does not sound like Sven, which makes me think maybe my translation is incorrect. Yeah, so far what I've learned from opening these cards is that my Chinese is not as good as it thought it was, and I need to practice more, maybe read more stuff in Chinese, and watch more things in Chinese. Okay, so we have Archimedes. So Qi Mide is his Chinese name. Merlin, who is Mei Ling. This is Shield of Virtue. 美德之盾. We've got Hans, which is Han. Maybe it's Hansi. It's probably Hansi. Watch me like figure out Chinese while I do these videos. We have Abu, who is a foil. Okay, let's see. All right, we've got Peter Pan, Pumbaa. So it's the same word twice, and I don't know what that word is, but I'm going to guess it's like peng peng. Cerberus, Zibos. I think it's a phonetic translation. Goofy, Gao Fei, and Aladdin. All right, we have 3 more in this slim box, and then we'll move on to the other box. I'll do a little recap. Ooh, friends on the other side. 我的朋友来自魔法世界. So the literal translation to friends on the other side is, my friends come from the magic world. Friends on the other side. We have Jasmine. I don't know these words. I think it's something Li, Jia Li maybe. And then we have Be Our Guest, 欢迎你, which is just like welcome you. We've got Mickey. Ooh, a legendary. Ooh, finally a legendary card. Mickey Mouse Brave Tailor. This is a very good legendary card, considering that I didn't buy very many. That of all the legendaries, I think besides Elsa, this is the one that I would want the most because it's the most iconic. And then a foil Peter Pan. That's so exciting. 1 legendary card. Okay, we have 2 more packs in this, and then we'll go over all the stuff we got in this pack, and then we'll open the other one. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have the Duke of Sultan. Okay, develop your brain. 开发大脑, which is like open brain. I think this is ransack. 乱烧. That's a pretty good translation. Ooh, Ariel. So her Chinese name is Ai Li'er. Oh, I guess there are hard R's in Chinese because the Beijing accent uses and yet we can't say r. I guess it's versus r is different. Okay, never mind. And then a foil Jumba Jukiba. His Chinese name is Cao Ben, I think. Cao is like super. And then I don't know about the other one. I don't know how they're doing these translations. I'm going to need to watch all these movies in Chinese. I feel like they do it on Disney Plus, and then I will come back and let you know if I learned anything. Okay, second to last one. We have English Healing Glow, so something, I don't know that word. Light. Makes sense. We've got Tinkerbell. We've got Gaston. Mad Hatter. 风帽子, which is just crazy hat. And then for our foil, the Goons, who again is dumb something. I don't know what that other word is, but it's dumb something something. And then the last pack. Okay, so we have freeze, which is 冰冻, which literal translation. We have, what is this one? Grab your sword. 他手上有刀, or he's got a sword. Yeah. And so in Chinese, for pronouns, they use 3 different tas. So there's, I don't know if it's different with like, you know how in English we have like they, them, that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's different in Chinese, but there's basically 3 tas. Verbally, they sound all the same. It's all ta. But when you write it down, there are different words. So like there's, so like for female versus male, the right side of the word looks the same. And then the left side for the female, there's like the female right side component. Whereas in the male one, it's like it's not really the male. It's like just the side component for human, I guess. And then for animals, it's this ta, which is a different one. I don't know. Just fun Chinese facts, I guess. This is Ursula's Cauldron. So, 俄苏拉的魔法锅. It's like Ursula's magic pot is the translation. Cruella de Vil, Kulola. Actually, I don't know if that's what that word is. I'm just guessing. Oh boy, I'm right. And then for our last foil, we have Lai Fu. That's a good name. So Lai means come, and then Fu is like good luck or prosperity. So his name literally means like prosperity come. That's a really good name. For LeFou, seriously. Okay, so let's go over all the things. So this is my little stack over here of all the common and uncommon cards. There were a lot of them. And then for our rare cards, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rare cards. And then super rares, we got 2. And I feel like this is a very good super rare, Ariel. And then legendary, we got 1, Mickey Mouse, Brave Little Tailor. And then for our foil cards, we got 3 in amber, 4 in amethyst. Green is usually next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in emerald, and 6 in ruby, and then only that one jump ahead in sapphire, and then 4 in steel. So that is it for this little the slim version. So if you want to get foil cards, get this, although it doesn't seem like theirs. I don't know. I like having more rares and stuff. I feel like that's more exciting to me. Okay, so now we will open this box. So this box is their like standard box, and it has the 10 packs with 12 cards each, and it's like the same distribution of rares and whatever as our American ones. I'm trying to like open it without ripping it, but it's a little difficult. Okay, I got it, guys. I got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so again, it has the perforation here so you can stand it up. Make it look all nice and fancy. It's so short though. Okay, that's kind of cute, right? And then it also has the perforation. Oh, it's both sides are Mickey. Oh, I see. This makes sense. So you know how in the American booster box, you can get the packs that have either Elsa, Maleficent, or Mickey? It seems like in the Asian ones, the slim box, you can get either Elsa or Maleficent. And then the standard box, I think they're probably going to all be Mickeys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Interesting. Cool. So if you're collecting the outside part and you want just Mickey, just get the standard box. And if you want Elsa or Maleficent, you got to get the Slim box. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with this. I'm just gonna do this, and I will take these off camera so that I don't rip them. I'll put this to the side, and let's do this. Elsa. Okay. Again, they have this thing, and again, my muscle memory went to open it like the other way. Okay, so we've got Dinkle Hopper, trash. All right. Got Elsa, Duke of Weselton, Simba, Tangle. I like how it's in Chinese. I'm just reading the English names that I remember. Okay. So common in every color. So we got the 6 commons, 1 for every color. And then we get our 1, 2 uncommons. And then now we get to see some new cards because there's going to be way more like rares and stuff. So we've got Dr. Facilier. Again, don't remember what this word is, but it's Bosu, which is doctor. A Let It Go, and a foil magic broom. I would think it would be called, so it has Qimiao, which is like magic, or like, yeah, magic. I was trying to think if there's like a better translation. And then I would think this is Salba, but it doesn't look like the words for Salba. But I don't really know exactly what those words are, so yeah, I'm like the worst. I feel like I'm being the worst Chinese language guide right now because I like half know the language. Sorry guys. I will work on my Chinese skills. They will get better, I promise. So our amber, our amethyst. Ooh, they're in order. Emerald. Just kidding, they're not. Steel, ruby, and our sapphire. And then we've got, ooh, so we have Moana, whose Chinese name is Moana, which is very close. And then we have 你把我忘了, you have forgotten me. And then we have Iago, who is Aiga. That's pretty close. And then we have, ooh, Stitch, whose name I tried to read before. I'm not going to mess it up again. And then we have a foil Mickey. All right. Yeah, I feel like these packs are way more exciting for me because there's so many more rare cards. And you still get 1 foil per pack. Yeah, so I think in the future I'll probably just buy these ones because I don't need that many foils. Also, like right now, I think, I know for at least in Asia, you can only play Asian cards. I don't know about in America. I think in America, you can technically play all the languages, but these are a different thickness. So I don't know if that would potentially make it so that people think like it's not uniform enough and you could be like marking your cards by using thick ones for certain things like Chinese ones or Japanese ones. Ooh, my head just went right into the view. I tried to scoot forward. Okay. Pumbaa. So yeah, I don't know. But it makes sense that in China you can only use, or in China and Japan you can only use the language specific ones because they are only out, like only first chapter is out. Stampede. And this one is called Jiao Ma So Jing, which is literally like wildebeest got scared. That's pretty funny. Another Aladdin. We have Scar. Flounder. Fu Lang De is his Chinese name. Olaf, his Chinese name is Xue Bao, which just means snow. Bao is like, it could be like baby or like treasure or like cutie. That's so cute. I didn't know that was Olaf's Chinese name. That is so cute. He's basically like Snow Cutie. Triton, who is Chuan Den. Simba, Maleficent. We have Mother Gothel. Her Chinese name is Gao something. I guess it's just sounds similar to Gothel. And then Mama, mom. And then a Smash, which is Meng, I don't know that word, Meng Po, Meng Suai, Meng. It was also on the Ransack card. No, it wasn't on the Ransack card. It was on the Break card. So makes sense, similar theme. If only Meng, which is like the first part, I kind of know. Meng, which is like crazy. So like a crazy Smash makes sense. We've got Smee, we've got Jafar, who is Jifang, Mi-er, 亚历克王子, 提布斯宗室. Yeah, that word is definitely 斯. Okay. 咪吉, 雪宝, 椰子兰跳跳虎 jump jump tiger 虎克船长 Robin Hood, who is 罗本汉. And Han is like, oh, that's a pretty good translation. So Han is like, in traditional, I guess, classic Chinese literature, there are like, there's like a whole, so there's like 4 classic Chinese literature book things. So one is like Journey to the West, which is like Monkey King, which is what Dragon Ball Z is based off of. And then there's like Three Kingdoms. And then there's Honglongmeng, which is like a romance. And then there's, I forgot the last one, but it's about like basically these like strong, good guys. I don't know how to describe it, but they're like good guys. So they're called Hanzi. And so Han is like that. So it makes sense that that's Robin Hood. And then we got a foil marshmallow, 棉花糖. I feel like I'm explaining Chinese culture in a very poor way because of my limited understanding and some things just don't translate. Okay. We've got Sebastian, Maleficent, Tink, the dumb thingies, Elsa, Donald Duck, Simba, Fili Wangzi. Okay, so this card in English is called Mother Knows Best. In Chinese, it's called Mom Won't Be Wrong, which I think is kind of funny. And then lantern is 天灯, which is skylight, literally translated. And then we've got Ariel, Alier, and then Genie, foiled Genie. Alrighties, next. It's so funny. Mother can't be wrong as mother knows best. I mean, accurate. So, 四有起, I think, I'm not sure about that middle word. 伊斯玛, this is the curvy knife one. 虎克船长阿布. 吉利, I think is Chinese name. 拉菲奇. 川腾. 龙火, Dragonfire, direct translation. Oh, and then for those wondering, these are in simplified Chinese. We have Moana and Michi and a foil. 如果不是博洛克, if it's not Baroque. All right, almost done. We have like a couple more here. Very, very exciting. All right, we have Hey Hey, whose Chinese name I think is just Hey Hey, although I've never seen those words. I think sometimes when they translate things phonetically, they'll use words that definitely exist but are not part of normal everyday speech, especially for my level, which is like elementary school. And so I'm going to guess it's Hey Hey. And his Chinese word right here is 小点心, which is little snack. So cute. Elsa. 哈格里斯. That makes more sense. That's a better, yeah. Ignore what I said earlier. His Chinese name is 哈格里斯. 彼得潘. 菲洛克. Something sad. Right, don't know that one. Okay, a new one. I don't know that first word. Maybe it's Tima. Ma is horse, but I'm not sure. Not sure. 风帽子, which is crazy hat. We have Genie. We have 毒苹果, which is poison apple. And then Archimedes. So mostly, I would say, pretty little translations where they can get away with it. Otherwise, phonetic. All right. Got another Hey Hey. Tink. Michi. Okay, so Mufasa is Mufasa. Makes sense. Very close. Mother can't be wrong. Dragonfire. Lai Fu. My favorite name. My favorite Chinese name. I feel like that's such a lucky name. Qili. And then 他手上有刀. On his hands, there's a knife is basically like the literal translation. And it's so interesting how grammar translates differently. It kind of reminds me in elementary school, we did like this is definitely not PC anymore, but this was like when Pocahontas came out. And so we did one of the classes did a thing where like everyone picked Native American names, and it was like, it would be like he who, and then you fill it in, or she who, whatever. So like you could be like she who colors the wind or something like that. And it's just like interesting that grammar, like when the grammar changes, it just sounds like exotic. And that's how I feel like some of these translations are. So we have 请吧, 奇妙, 奇妙, I don't know that word. No, I'll look it up later. 海克力斯阿拉丁合作 just work together. 神龟顺道 maybe? It's like magic something. I don't know that word. 阿伦戴尔 I don't know. 摩安娜 黑魔婆 it's like black something granny. 精灵 and then Anna, her Chinese name is Anna. And that one I know for sure because I have one of my family friends. Her English name is Joanna and her Chinese name is Anna. So just the Anna part because the Joe part doesn't translate well. Okay, last pack. So no legendaries in here. I don't know if I'm going to buy more of these. Like the Chinese part is very exciting, but I feel like the hits are so much less. I mean, I think that you're getting way less cards, but still the hits seem so much less. Okay, so Mina. Whatever 博士, 阿拉丁, 淄博士, 米娜, 黑魔婆, 高冈, 你把我忘了. It's almost like accusatory. You've forgotten me, like that kind of word. This is Lady Tremaine, so it's 特丽呢夫人. Ooh, okay. Okay, I spoke too soon. Fine. We got a Belle, whose Chinese name is Bear. Okay, this is a good legendary. So one legendary in this pack, one legendary in the slim pack. Yeah, because the foil is 合作. Okay, so let's go through it. I guess I didn't organize them quite the same. So we have our one legendary Belle, and from the last one we had a legendary Mickey Mouse. So definitely less. We didn't get any amber foils. We got 4 of the amethyst foils, 1 emerald, 1 ruby, 2 sapphire, 2 steel. So way less foils, obviously, because there's only 10 packs, but way more of the rare and super rare cards. So for steel, we just had the Captain Hook. For amethyst, there were 4 rares and 1 super rare. For ruby, 2 rares. For emerald, what is this? 1, 2, 3 rares, 3 super rares. For amethyst, 2 rares, and for amber, 2 rares and a super rare. So that is it. Those are all the Chinese cards that I have. And now they're all open. So I would say if you're trying to get foils, get the slim. Although the foils are like mostly commons and uncommons, so I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but it does seem like you need to buy a lot of packs to kind of amass a similar collection as you would if you were just to buy a box in the regular American Western, I guess, cards. And remember that the slim has the Elsa and Maleficent packs, and then the regular. So it's so funny because like, to me, this box is wider, even though it's called slim because the packs are slim, versus this box, which is narrower, which to me would be slimmer, but it's standard. So this one has the Mickey Mouse, this one has the Elsa and the Maleficent, in case you're trying to, collect the wrapper thingies. It is cool that their wrapper has like the pre-cut part, and they do explain on the back like what your likelihood of getting a card is of a certain type. So that is it. This was really fun. I need to work on my Chinese. And I still need to make that video of the French cards that I think are fun, like like Cogsworth is Big Ben and Chippendale is Tick Attack. So now that I have this whole thing set up, I think it'll be a lot easier for me to do. So get ready for way more unboxing videos now that I've figured it out. All right, that is it for me for this video. As always, keep shuffling. Hopefully you don't end up with a whole handful of non-inkables like me. All right, bye.